Hi, it's Romana, and if you are overwhelmed, frazzled, and just generally exhausted, past a little bit about the school holidays being imminent, and this card is for you. So it is the card Stop. And I was a little bit surprised when it came out, to be honest, because last week was creation, so it was a very active card, it was a very active energy. And I had been leaning into the creation. I'd been to an art class and created a beautiful, I think, beautiful vase of roses, which I've shared on my socials, which I really loved doing. It was 2 hours of sort of this mindful, creative energy, really, really beautiful. Something that I said when I left, I'm going to do more of this. And from that creative spark has just expanded, and I have been working on one of my books. I have been just getting a little bit more clarity, and that creative energy that definitely came from that spark. So when this card of Stop came up this week for the collective, it's a little question that, last week was quite energetic, quite active, if you step into that energy, and this one is a little bit more reserved. It is literally saying stop. So when I sat with this, there's a couple of things that are coming through as lessons, spiritual lessons this week. One is stop doing things that other people are capable of doing. I have teenage children. They are more capable than perhaps sometimes they let on, and if I keep stepping in and doing the do, they then don't get to learn and experience for themselves. So that is one of my lessons that I will share with you is just, where do you need to stop and hold back to allow other people to be able to step in, take the actions, do the things, take responsibility, because that is really important. It's learning for everybody, and we're not just talking about children here. It could be partners, it could be friends where you are always the rescue. It could be the elderly relative who is capable of doing things, but you're just doing it. And that sort of takes, what's the word I'm looking for? It takes their power away from them. It diminishes it. So it's a very careful juggling act between the doing and the stopping. So yeah, I just ask you, invite you really to sit down and think, well, where could I, where am I overstepping? That's probably a good one. Where perhaps I could just allow a little bit more space. You're not saying I'm never going to do it again, and if they don't step up and do it, you can step in and guide them and support them. But it's just that energy of stepping back, which I think is really important. So yeah, there's that. The energy also of stop is that burnout, is that constant doing, and it's the exhaustion. Just looking at my notes that I've got here, and that feeling unable to rest because there's so much to do. And again, this card, I can feel myself just stopping and taking a breath. Where am I trying to do too much? Where's my to-do list just never getting emptied? And then I'm bashing myself up because I haven't done the thing. Or every time I walk in a room and I think, I still haven't wiped that surface. I still haven't, done the ironing, put the washing away, done the washing, cleared the weeds, all the things. And then you get into that negative talk, and that is also something that really we could just do with parking and not taking the energy of that negative talk. But also the energy of stop is stop piling things onto your unactionable to-do list, and the responsibility. Again, are there people that you could outsource to? That could be family, friends, children. It could be that you pay somebody to come and support you and help you. If it's just something that you're just not getting around to doing, it's probably worth, or it might be worth, should I say, investing in their time and expertise, because you can guarantee they'll get it done in a quarter of the time with you not having that extra frazzled exhaustion energy. So yeah, and that the burnout, the constant doing. And I think this is also really interesting that this has come up the final week before the schools break up in the UK next week, or this Friday they will do. Because again, we start thinking of the overwhelm of, I've got to do this for the kids, I've got to, only 18 beautiful summers with gotta keep everything, make happy memories, da 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 da. And this card is also giving you permission to stop and simply be. Allow time to roll without having to fill every microsecond. Allow the kids to explore and find things that they can do. And if they're moaning about being bored, then they need to create the things to do themselves and take, again, responsibility. So yeah, it's that constant doing that, you know, we reach the end of the school term and it's been do, go, go, go. For me, there's been a lot because we've had 2 lots of major exams going on in the house. So I've been on holiday probably a month, I think. It's probably about a month since they both finished. So yeah, it's that stepping off the wheel, the hamster wheel of doing and needing to do, that to-do list, the shoulds. And it's about stepping back and thinking, right, okay, where can I pull my energy back? Where can I stop draining my energy? And how can I actually refill it again as well? Because that's the other side of the stop, is actually, if I stop, what could I put in its place? And it could be more self-care. It could be actually you get to do the creative project that you were thinking about last week and you didn't get around to because you just had too much on your to-do list. But actually, when we do the creative things, when we stop and we do the things that give us pleasure, there can also be things on our to-do list, like me and my writing my book, but they fill us up so much more than doing the mundane. Now, the mundane does have to be done, but we can stop beating ourselves up about it. We can start doing it in a more gentle way. We can be asking for help and support. And it really is, yeah, I've got a note here, rest as recalibration. That stop, recalibrate your energy, review, you know, be the engineer, review and identify where everything is going, where your energy is going, where your time is going. Where can you review? Where can you pull back? And one thing that's coming up for me is faffing on social media, particularly Facebook. I need to stop that because I'm losing too much time, and time is valuable. Time is something that I could be doing something creative for. It could also be something that I'm actually doing, you know, 10 minutes of doing some housework would knock off quite a few things on the list. So yeah, that is my invitation for you, is to look, do an overview of where your time and your energy is going. Where can you stop? Where can you review? Where can you recalibrate? Where can you outsource? Where can you ask for help? Because that's really important. And then, yeah, how can you support yourself so you don't hit that burnout energy? And the stop is very much a perfect permission. So I think that is why this card has come up this week. I wish you a beautiful week. Thank you for watching, listening. If you are interested in working with this energy, then we go deeper in the Access Your Inner Light membership, where we go and we work in the recalibration energy. So we are recalibrating, we are releasing one of the negative emotions, thoughts or beliefs that's come up around this, and we are activating something really positive. So it's a really good balance and a reset. The videos are about 20 minutes long. They are based on energy editing and kinesiology. We work in the Akashic Records, where everything is available to access, but that's just perfect. So that's £22 a month at the moment, and every week you'll get the recalibrations based upon the weekly video. So I'm going to go and sit with a cup of tea and review the words I've just shared before I come up with the energies that we are going to be working with in the membership. I look forward to seeing you soon. Please like, subscribe, please share to anyone who needs this permission slip of stop. Thank you. Bye.